Well, good morning, y'all. So yesterday, I posted on my Facebook and on my YouTube, post non-political, non-religious, and non-guitar tech related questions for just a random FAQ. If you're new to this channel, we do tons of guitar stuff. But I wanted to get a little random with this. However, because the viewers being who they are, and me being who I am, we're still gonna do a bunch of guitar tech related stuff because they asked those questions anyway. So we're just gonna do a rapid fire, and there's gonna be some random stuff in here about guitar stuff. There's gonna be random stuff about me. There's gonna be random stuff. And I think you're really gonna dig it. So let's get started. Can we ask you questions about love? Absolutely. If you need to ask any questions about that, or relationship advice, I'm your man, I promise you. When building a bookshelf, what is the best joint to use to ensure square fit and strength? I'm not really sure because I buy most of my furniture at IKEA, and I will tell you the least favorite bookshelf joint is those stupid round screw things that you put in and then you have to like twist them in with a screwdriver. I hate cam locks, that's what they're called. I hate those things. So I don't have the best answer, but I do have the worst answer. Motivation and how-tos, again, ask your questions. I will give you the answers. I promise. Should I buy an expensive strobe tuner? You know, if you bought one, it would be worth it. They're really good. But there's actually some kind of strobe simulation tuners that are actually really good. I'll put a link to those in the description of this video and give you a couple of suggestions that are not expensive that actually work really, really awesome. Where'd you get the cool hat? I was wearing this hat in the picture. I think I just got it at Lids or something. I'm a Kangol guy. I like them. What are your thoughts on religion, politics, and guitar tech? That the three should never go together. Bette Midler is a no-no. I agree with that. No Bette Midler for me. Beaches soundtrack, none of it. Nope, none of it. What year is your sweet Toyota pickup? Okay, I'll show you. So my sweet Toyota pickup is gone. I got rid of both of my Toyotas about 2 weeks ago, and we got a Volkswagen Golf sport wagon because I had two big trucks sitting in the driveway and didn't need either of them. Didn't use them. They were sat there like 5 days a week because we both work from home. It just didn't make sense to have all that money tied up, and so we got this thing. I've been a Volkswagen fan pretty much since birth. And this is our third since we've been married. We've been married for 7 years, almost 7 years. This is our third Volkswagen. So this was not an uncommon choice for me. In fact, the Toyota Tundras, I had two of them, and then I had a 4Runner. Those were actually uncommon. Those were the first Toyotas I've ever owned. I've been a VW guy, an Audi guy for ever. Euro guy in general. Euro car guy in general forever. Had muscle cars when I was younger. But I'm mostly a Euro guy. All right, back to some guitar tech. Seriously though, I wish someone would show a breakdown of what it costs to build a custom instrument or any custom project for that matter. So many consumers simply don't understand. This is very, very true. We did a video on this probably about a month and a half ago. We'll put a link to it up in one of those gray boxes. It is interesting to see. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and this stuff costs a lot more than you think. Best ice cream while using a telescope in water. Whew. I'm not a big telescope guy. I'm a camera guy. I will tell you that I have a couple of underwater experiment videos in the works that may or may not involve ice cream. So just to let you know. And I don't eat dairy, so you know, we would have to make some substitutions anyway. Why do luthiers insist to use the same style of neck joint? Does a bulky neck joint like a Tele or Les Paul really add to the sound? The upper frets are so hard to reach. You know, there's Premier Guitar had a really good article on this a couple years ago where a guy actually took and did a really cool experiment talking about different neck joints. Honestly, it doesn't make that much difference at all. People want to say that it does. You could argue with me in the comments if you like. Let me know what you think about it, but it doesn't really make much difference. Do whatever you want to do. To stretch your strings or not to stretch your strings, we have a video on that. We'll put a link to one of that up there. It's really good. Just did it very recently. Super cool. Why is my dog nicer than most people? You probably have a really nice dog. You must have a really nice dog. I'm not sure that you like blue. Do you like the color blue? This is a funny one. For some reason, I have a lot of blue things in my life. I don't understand why. My Strat right now is blue. This shirt is blue. My hat is blue. My car is blue. My sunglasses are blue. And red is my favorite color. Blue just seems to happen to me. I don't really know why. Leslie and I talk about this when we go shopping and stuff. She's like, you have enough blue clothes. Or she'll tell me, you might as well buy it because you have nothing but blue clothes. I just end up having blue everything. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Why vegan? So I've not eaten meat since 2005 based on a health decision back then. And it just kind of stuck. And I still feel, once your body gets used to it, I couldn't go back. I would not be able to eat meat now. It would make me sick, actually. When my wife and I got married in 2012, right around that time, because she's vegan, I was like, okay, I'm going to give up dairy. I had to give up dairy. Dairy was killing me. I was eating it even though it was killing me. So I had to give up dairy. Eggs and all that other stuff was easy. I don't care about that stuff. So that's it. Health decision, really. So it's been years, though. So I don't really even think about it anymore. Honestly, to tell you the truth. Let's see. When did you last play the 22nd fret? Yesterday, but that's not really fair because I saw this post and I saw this comment yesterday, so I like intentionally went and did it. The last time I actually did it, it's been a while. It's been a while. I don't usually make it up there. I would say 19th, maybe 19th area is where I like to go. But I don't make my money up there. I'm not the normal. I don't make my money above the 12th fret like most guys do. That's not me. I'm a rhythm guy, so I'm way down there wearing out the cowboy chord frets. What beans do you use in your coffee? I'll tell you what. I'll show you. So we use a bunch of different coffee. Right now we have we'll probably talked about coffee before, but basically this is my drip coffee maker with the grinder on top, and in it right now is just some beans that we bought from Sprouts, which is like a health food grocery store thing. My favorite coffee maker is the Chemex, but we only kind of use that like on weekends and stuff because it takes a little bit more time. I have a whole bucket of, this is a popcorn bucket I got at Yankee Stadium a few years ago. Whole bucket of stuff. Let's see. We actually had a viewer from time to time, a lot of times actually, quite often, we have viewers send us coffee. So I have one really good customer and viewer in San Antonio, Texas, or Austin, Texas, and he sends me coffee from time to time. And then I have a good friend at Keystone Coffee in San Jose, California, that sends me coffee also. So, and then we just try stuff. We like to, sorry about that. We like to just try stuff. We like trying coffee. I just love trying coffee. Can a guitar company justify selling guitars for $10,000 to $15,000 when the same materials are used on lesser priced guitars? This is a great question, and I probably should do a whole video on this. This is a great question. Because a lot of people will take like basswood, for instance, and they'll say that it shouldn't be in an expensive guitar because it's a cheap wood. And honestly, this has just been a marketing thing by the guitar companies. Like they try to, this is where the people following the tonewood religion, whether you believe it or not, it's not really, that's not the relevance of why I'm bringing this up. It's the perception that one wood is worth more in a guitar than another. Like it just doesn't make sense. I mean, some stuff is actually more expensive. Some woods are actually more expensive than others. Like in a $10,000 or $15,000 guitar, the wood that's used in it probably wouldn't make up that entire thing. That's not what you're paying for when you buy an expensive guitar like that. And maybe it is, but most of the time it's the workmanship, So yeah, that's a good question though. It's an interesting conversation to have. I would continue having that conversation in the comments because that's an interesting one. Because there's a lot of different ways you could look at that, right? Now I'm gonna run over here to YouTube's, because I put this on YouTube too. Hey Dylan, I'm a senior citizen entering into retirement, and I have the time to start learning how to play the guitar. Your YouTube channel has been the most informative of all the YouTube channels that I've watched. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Hi, I have a Tele offset with vintage 3-saddled bridge. I can almost get the intonation spot on, but I have to swap the B and the E saddle. That's weird. With a compensated saddle. Oh, with a compensated saddle. Would swapping the bridge to a 6 saddle be worth it? Would it change or hamper the tone? It sounds amazing as is, but I'm very picky about accurate intonation as I play lead and find myself above the 12th fret all the time. Okay, so there's a lot of controversy about this, that a 3-saddle bridge is better than a 6-saddle bridge. In my opinion, it kind of is, but you can. Intonation is more important though. Being in tune is the most important thing. I dig what he does here. He just puts a compensated saddle in the BE. That's what I would do. In fact, I would use all compensated saddles if that was me. On most of our builds, we do that if we have to. I like to use the standard ones, but if you can't get it, you can't get it. Why couldn't you get it? Well, that could have to do with fret size, radius, the depth of the neck up out of the body, because that changes the intonation because all the architecture changes. If you can't get it totally right, then I would make whatever changes necessary. There are some good 6-saddle bridges that give you, okay, so I need to do a video on this, but the 6-saddle bridge versus the 3-saddle bridge argument really has to do with the break angle of the string on the back side of it as it comes over it and the material of it. So if you get the right 6-saddle bridge with the right material and the right design of the saddle itself, it won't sound any different really. How do you mend a broken heart? Because ouch. Like I said, different time, different place, but ask me those questions and I am the man for your answers, I promise you. What are your thoughts on Seymour Duncan P-Rail pickups? Have you heard one? Yes, I've actually played them quite a bit. I think they're really interesting. I don't think they split that well. I think our center punch does a better job, but I think they're cool. And I left this one for last on purpose because this guy, he likes to test me in my comments, and I will tell in the comments, and I will tell you, we've had some big arguments, and we've also had some great conversations. So Scott F, I appreciate this question, I really do. What are your goals? That's a loaded question, because I'm one of these people that never stops trying to think of the next thing, of the next thing, of the next thing. My goal is to, over the next few years, or a couple years, I'm hoping to do this by 2 years, be able to focus more on the content that we create. It will probably change some to be more positive. I feel like some of the guitar content gets a little negative sometimes because people like to argue about it. And I want to inspire people to do things, to play, to create. Like I want to move it in that direction. I want to do this so well that we can basically do it full time. Because right now, I'm still building pickups and guitars and all that sort of stuff, and I don't want to ever stop that, but I don't want to have to depend on it. I want to be able to help other people through our video content. That's really what I want to do. And if that means starting another YouTube channel or 2 other YouTube channels and another blog about other subjects also, I want to do that because I feel like what we've built here and what we've got is really cool, but I think we can even do more. And so that's what I want to do. And then for my family, that's for the business. For my family, my kids are both grown. Daughter just graduated from high school. So I really want to sell everything and live in a motorhome. Live on the road, man. And so I want to move everything I do business-wise to where it's like this big, right? And we can take it anywhere. And I can come see you. And we can make a video together. Like, that's what I want to do. That's the goal. That's what we're working towards. It's happening. It's slowly happening. But that's why you're going to see, the content change a little bit, get a little more, positive's not really the right word, but more inspiring than just technical. Because I think that's so important. I think wanting to play and create is important and inspiring that. To be fair, after 450 videos, most of the technical stuff that you need to build a guitar is there, and to take care of your guitar is there. So I don't know, my brain's just morphing in that direction. So I'm super excited about it, actually. My wife and I were talking about it yesterday, and I'm super excited about it. So you're gonna see some more videos about creating some stuff that's actually on my mind, like microphones and mixing boards and all kinds of fun stuff that I've been dabbling in but really not telling you about. So super stoked about it, and stuff that I'm not really that good at. I'm not good at recording. I'm not good at recording. I'm not good at miking guitar cabinets. I'm not good at picking the right microphones for the right everything. So that's stuff that I've got to learn, and so I think I'm going to do that and share it and learn it with you and have you help me. So that's it. Yeah, man. Super fun. Dude, thank you all. This has been really fun. I don't do these very often, and this was kind of fun. We got a lot of them in. Do me a favor, put in the comments below what you think about any of this stuff, and I'm sure it's going to spawn some funny conversation or some interesting conversation. Please do that below. I will try to chime in when I have time. I'm going to go drink the rest of my coffee, and I'm going to edit this and try to get it up right away. Do me a favor and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit the button, the like, the bell, all the stuff. You know what to do. And check out Dylan Talks Tone, please, because that's actually how we make a living around here, is pickups and parts and guitars and stuff. So thanks a lot, and we'll see y'all soon.